Hello viewers, I welcome you all to today's session. Learners, I was thinking as to what can be the best way to have a recap of the gained knowledge so far as well as enrichment of vocabulary. And I felt that there cannot be anything better than reading a story to you. You know, children are the storehouse of stories, and they are ready to listen to a story anytime. So, let's begin today's session with a story. The title of our story is The Boy and the Apple Tree. Long time ago, there was a huge apple tree. A little boy loved to come and play around it every day. He loved to climb and hide in its sheltering branches, eat its fruit, and when tired, he would nap under its shade. He loved the tree, and the tree also looked forward to playing with its young friend. So, what do you see till now? Yes, the story is about a huge apple tree. A little boy loved and come to the apple tree and play around it. Children, as kids, do you love to go to park and play around the trees? I'm sure you must be doing so. Even young people and adults love to go in nature and run around, sit under the shade of trees. You know, trees are our best friends. And this story also tells the same to us, that how a tree was the best friend of a boy. The boy used to go to the tree and hide in its sheltering branches. What do you mean by hide? Yes, hide means to go out of sight. We play hide and seek, right? What do you mean by sheltering? Sheltering means to protect or save from some bad weather. Okay? So the boy used to go and hide in the big branches that acted as a shelter for him. And when he used to get tired, he used to nap under its shade. Nap? What do you mean by nap? Nap means a short sleep, usually during the day. Do you take a nap? I'm sure your parents must be asking you to take a nap. Now, this boy used to love the tree. And the tree also looked forward to playing with its young friend. Now, what do you mean by looked forward? Looked forward means when you expect something to happen with pleasure. Now, let us see something in this paragraph. Do you know what is an apple tree? Can you identify in terms of noun what kind of noun is this? Yes, it is a common noun. Similarly, boy. Yes, this is also a common noun. Branches. Very good. You remember about common and proper noun, which we did? Yes. So this is also a common noun. Fruit. Again, it belongs to the category of common noun. Now there is a word called shade. What kind of noun is shade? Very good. Shade is an abstract noun. Okay. Friend. Friend is also a common noun. So you see, kids, reading a story is the best way to have a recap of our grammar as well. Now we have learnt about genders as well. Let me tell you what genders are there in this paragraph which we just read. Yes, there was a common gender, friend. It was a common gender noun. Then the word boy belonged to masculine gender. There were some words that were of neuter gender category. Branches, fruit, tree. So, tree, fruit and branches are neuter gender nouns. Now let us focus on the vocabulary part which is covered in this paragraph. The word huge. You remember the sentence? There was a huge apple tree. Can you tell what are the synonyms of huge? We have done synonyms and antonyms as well. Yes, the synonym of huge is big, large. What are the antonyms? The antonym of the word huge is tiny or little. I am sure you are going to remember it. Let us see further what other vocabulary words can we learn out of this paragraph. There was a word hide, and I even told you the meaning of it. Hide means getting out of sight. Can we see the antonym of hide? Yes, antonym of hide is expose. Then there was a word come. What is the antonym of come? It is go. Then tired. Tired, you understand? Yes. When we do lot of work, when we play for a longer time, we get tired. Tired means exhausted. Okay, when your energy is completely drained out. The antonym of tired is energetic or fresh. Antonym means opposite. We can say na, Mama, I am tired. I cannot help you. But when you get energetic, you say, Mama, I am fresh. Let me help you. Alright? Let us see. There is one more word which can be new to you. Looked forward. The tree also looked forward to playing with its young friend. This was the sentence. What do you mean by looked forward? It means to expect something with pleasure. Pleasure means happiness. Okay? Just like when you have a party at home, you look forward to the guests. Alright? Okay, let us move further. The word young. The tree looked forward to playing with its young friend. Young word here is an adjective because it tells about the friend. What kind of friend he was? Young friend. And what is the antonym of young? Old. Old is the antonym of young. Alright? So till now we saw that this boy was the best friend of the apple tree. And apple tree used to wait for him every day. Now let us see what happens next. Time went by and the little boy didn't remain little any longer. He grew up into a young lad and no longer played around the tree every day. So what happens now? Time went by. What do you mean by went by? Went by means passed by. And the little boy was not little any longer. Any longer means not anymore. See the meaning? Not anymore. Went by was passed by. He grew up into a young lad. What do you mean by lad? Boy. Lad means boy. And no longer played around the tree every day. Because he was grown up now, so his interests changed. I hope you understand, when we are a kid, we like something else. And when we grow up, our interests change. So in the same way, this boy had grown up now. And so, he did not wish to play around the tree every day. Now, in this paragraph, there were certain past verbs. Could you identify it? Okay, let me share with you. Went. You know we have done regular and irregular verb forms? Yes, I'm sure you must be remembering it. What is went? It is the past form of go. And it is a regular or irregular? Yes, it is an irregular verb form. Similarly, did is the past form of do. Grew is the past form of grow. Played is the past form of play. Can you tell which is a regular verb out of this? We did that in previous session. Yes. Only played is regular verb. Okay. Went, did, grew are irregular verbs. Alright. Let us see what do we have next for you. There was the word little boy. What is boy? Which part of speech? We have done it. I'm sure you must be remembering. Very good. Boy is a noun. And what is little here? It tells what kind of boy. So this little word here is an adjective. Similarly, young lad. I shared the meaning of lad with you. Yes, boy. Lad is a noun here. A common noun. What is young over here? Again, it tells you about lad. So this is an adjective. Alright? Very good. Let us see what do we have in the story next. One day, the boy came back to the tree and he looked sad. Hello, friend. It's been quite some days since I saw you. Come and play with me, urged the tree. Now what happens? This boy came back to the tree and he looked sad. Who looked sad? Yes, the boy. So the tree said, hello friend, it's been quite some days since I saw you. Means you are coming after a long time. Come and play with me. Because the tree always wanted that the boy should play with him as a friend. Urged the tree. Now there is a word urged here. What do you mean by urged? We are not saying said. No. Urge means trying to persuade. Now persuade can be encourage someone to do something. Just like when you urge your mom to have an ice cream for you when you go to market, right? So in the same way, the tree was urging. He urged the boy to play with him. Okay, now let us see what happens when the tree urged the boy. I am no longer a kid. I don't play around trees anymore, the boy replied in a sullen tone. I want toys. I need money to buy them. Now, what happened? The boy said, I am no longer a kid. No longer means not anymore. Okay. I don't play around trees because he said, I am grown up now. I don't want to play around you. The boy replied. What do you mean by the word replied? Replied means answered. Okay. So the boy answered. He said, I am not a kid anymore. Kid means child. He said, I am a grown-up boy. So he answered means replied. Okay. And in a sullen tone. What do you mean by sullen? Sullen means bad-tempered. You can say in a harsh or angry tone. It's like if you have been playing for long and your mom says, come in, but you're not coming inside. Then your mother can also at times ask you in a sullen tone. Isn't it? So in the same way, the boy replied or answered in a sullen tone. And what did he reply? He said, I want toys. I need money to buy them. Now, can a tree give the money to that? No, I don't think trees give us money. Okay, let us see. Before that, I want you to focus on two things. There are words play, need. Play and need are verbs. Do you know the past forms of them? Yes, played, needed, and past participle also. Yes, it is played, needed. They are regular verbs. Recalled the regular and irregular we had done? Very good. Now let us see what happens in the story now. Sorry, but I do not have any money, said the tree apologetically. Now what do you mean by apologetically? Do you know the word apologize? Very good. Apologize means to say sorry. So apologetically means with a feeling of sorry. So that the tree said, I do not have any money. Obviously, trees don't have money. But you can pick all my apples and sell them in the market. Then you will have money to buy the toys you wish for, suggested the tree. Now what happened? The tree, as a nice friend, again wanted to give something to his friend. So he suggested, what do you mean by suggested? Suggested means advised. Okay. Suggested means giving advice. So he suggested that you can pick my apples and sell them in the market and get the money. Now here there was a word said in this paragraph. Said means past form of say. Okay. Apologetically, I have already shared, with a feeling of sorry. Now let's come to these words. Pick. Pick is a verb. The past form can be picked. And what do you mean by antonym of pick? Drop. Okay. Similarly, sell. Again it is a verb. The past form sold. Antonym of sell is purchase or buy. Why are we doing along with the reading? Because I shared with you that reading is the best way to enrich your grammar, which we are doing in terms of verb forms, and vocabulary. Vocabulary means when you know many words like antonyms, synonyms for a word. Okay? Now there was a word wish. The tree said no, that you can pick the apples, you can sell them in the market, and whatever you wish, you can buy. So wish means want or desire. Just like we wish gifts on our birthday, right? Very good. But till now, what has happened in the story? You're right. The tree is the best friend of that boy. And when that boy used to come to the tree used to say, come and play with me. Then after many years, the boy again went to the tree and said, I am not a kid now. I am grown up and I want toys. So the tree said, go and sell my apples and buy the toys for yourself. Now let us see what happens next. The boy beamed at the suggestion and excitedly plucked all the shiny, round apples and left happily for the market. The boy didn't return for many days after he picked the apples. The tree was sad. He missed his pal. So, the boy beamed. Beamed here is a verb. Okay. And it means shone brightly. Can you think it is past form or present form? Very good. It has the word ed. So it is a past form of the verb. And the present form is beam. So the boy beamed at the suggestion given by the tree. Suggestion means advice. The tree said no, that you can pluck my apples and sell them in the market. So the boy excitedly. Excitedly means with excitement. He plucked all the shiny, round apples and left happily for the market. Now, shiny word and round word tell you about the kind of apples. So, they are your adjectives. Can you think what is the antonym of shiny? Yes, it is dull. Shiny means brightly shining. Stars are shiny? Right. And then the man left for the market. So after many days he didn't return. The tree was sad. Now in this sentence, tree is a common noun. And sad word tells you about tree. So sad becomes your adjective. Okay. Now what are the antonyms of sad? We have discussed earlier. Happy. Very good. And what are the synonyms? Disappointed. Unhappy. Okay. They are the synonyms. Now the word suggestion is also a noun. Can you think what kind of noun is this? It is an abstract noun. Alright? So, till now, the boy had taken the apples of the tree and he went to the market to sell them. The tree was sad because the man did not return for long. Let us see what happens next. Then many years later, the boy who had turned into a young man returned to the tree. Return means come back. The tree swayed its branches in excitement as it recognized his friend of yesteryears. When we meet our friends after many years, we also become very happy, right? In the same way, when the man returned, he came back, the tree swayed. Swayed means moved like this, moved its branches to show its excitement. Excitement here is an abstract noun. As he recognized means identified. As he identified his friend. Okay. Now there are words turned. Turned here is the past form. And returned is also the past form. Can you think what are their present forms? Very good. Turn, return. Okay? So, he was very happy to see his friend. Who was happy? The tree was happier because he always missed his pal. Pal means friend. What is the antonym of friend? Enemy. Okay. Very good. So, when he saw his young friend, he was very happy. Young here is adjective. And the antonym of young is old. So, let us see what happens till now. When the man came back to the tree was very happy. I missed you so much, welcomed the tree. So he welcomed his friend. Come and play with me. I do not have time to play. That's kid stuff, scorned the man at the suggestion. I have to work for my family. We need a house for shelter. Can you help me? So now the man said that I have to work for my family and we need a house for shelter. Now what do you mean by shelter? Protection. Okay? Safety. When the tree welcomed here is past form. He said come and play. Come is also a verb, right? The past form of come is came, come. And play is played, played. Can you tell which is regular? Yes, play is a regular verb and come is an irregular verb. Okay. So when the tree welcomed the man, he said, "Come and play with me." But the man said, "It's kid stuff." Kid stuff means things for children that children play. He scorned. Scorned means refused. He said to say no. So he said no to do something because one is too proud. So the man said, "No, I don't want to play with you. I want a house." Now let us see, what did the tree say? The tree said, "I do not have a house, but you could chop off my branches to build your house," offered the faithful friend. So the tree was so faithful, he said, "You cut," chop means cut. "You cut my branches and you build your house." Can you tell me the gender of this word house? Yes, the gender is neuter gender. So the tree was a very faithful friend. A faithful friend is who is always there to help you. So the tree, as a faithful friend, again offered the man that you cut my branches and you build your house. Indeed, it was such a giving tree, isn't it? Previously, he had allowed him to play with himself. Then he even gave apples to the man. And now, after many years, when the man returned, he again offered that you take my branches and build your house. So we'll end up the story here today and we'll continue the story tomorrow. You can go through the video to see all the vocabulary words that I have shared with you. A lot of antonyms, synonyms, nouns, meanings have been revised till now. That's why I say story is the best medium. Reading is the best way to revise our concepts. See you tomorrow.